You are listening to the Better Me podcast. Before we get into today's episode, wish you all a fantabulous day ahead. One of the main reasons why we are the way we are is because of our subconscious mind. Our conscious mind is that which helps us to think logically and perform our actions with our own reasoning and logic that we have learned throughout our life. So, when we perform something which is consciously done, we tend to take up a decision based on what is good for us because that's how we have been brought up to choose what's good for us depending on what we have known about the subject. But do you know that our conscious mind is just a small portion which influences in our daily lives to take up decisions or the main reason why we are the way we are? Then what is that major thing which actually affects us or which acts as an agent that influences us to take up the decisions that involves our day-to-day activities or is the reason behind our everyday actions, the choices we make, or the life that we have been living? That is called as the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind does not know what is right and what is wrong. Anything and everything that is fed onto it is accepted, and it thinks that it is true or it believes it. So, in a way, it is bad, and in a way, it is good. As I said, everything that is fed onto it, it thinks it's true, it believes it. So if somewhere in your life, be it your childhood memories or something that went into you without your knowledge, that's how it goes, that's how it is programmed. The circumstances, the situation that you come up in your life, or the environment in which you have grown up, all these things, the words that people speak to you, even without your knowledge, it gets deeply engraved into your subconscious mind and it has an impact on you. For most of them, it is even hard to analyze what is present in their subconscious mind. They might not know what is exactly present within them. They might consciously think only good, consciously try to attract wealth and prosperity and happiness and abundance into their life. But it might not actually transform into fruitful outcomes. And the reason might be subconsciously they'll be programmed otherwise. And they might not even know it. And as I said before, subconscious mind can help us in a way because it does not know what is good and bad. So anything you feed into it, it's going to believe it. So if you feed what you want in your life, like if you are somebody who wants to become more intelligent, so you can feed something into your brain or your subconscious mind like, I am very intelligent. And when it accepts that, you become more intelligent. You don't have to do anything. Automatically, you would start performing actions and tasks which would make you more intelligent. Or you can also program yourself telling that you are poor or you're not capable, and it would believe it, irrespective of you really being capable or not, because it does not know to differentiate what's good and bad. It doesn't know logic. That's the bad thing or the worst part of your subconscious brain, not knowing to differentiate between good and bad. So for some, when we do it consciously, it's going to be good. And for some, when it was done in their childhood, when it was programmed even without their knowledge, through their surroundings, through some bad situation that they did not have control of, all these things influences in some way or the other, and we might not even be knowing about it. And that's the worst part of it. The first thing to correct it is you must know what is actually present subconsciously in you. Let me give a very small example. Let's consider you had a fight with somebody who was very close to you. And that incident, as per your conscious mind, it says, okay, it was a fight, it doesn't affect me. Might be I felt a bit, yes, it was a bit painful, but I'm okay. That's what you think about yourself, about that situation or that incident, and you move on in your life. But somewhere or the other, you feel or you get upset because of that situation or that person or that incident, and you're able to feel it, and you have this doubt, if I did not give that much precedence or that much importance to that situation, then why is it disturbing me in some way or the other? Or it might be very clear that you are not uninfluenced by that situation or that fight. Under such circumstances, it means that subconsciously you have been affected because of that fight, and that is the reason why it's reflecting in your daily activities or everyday life, despite you thinking that consciously there's nothing to do with that fight or that incident that happened. And one of the easiest ways to find that out whether your subconscious mind is influenced by it or not is through your dreams. Yes, your dreams are openly or exactly the output of your subconscious mind. It's a way through which your subconscious mind tries to speak to you. But how do we expect to get the right answers for the questions that we have? Or it's not possible for us to dream about that incident, right? Because just by thinking about it, yes, you can, but for men it's kind of tedious process to handle or to control and communicate with your subconscious brain through your dreams. But in this episode, what I'm going to be suggesting is a bit more different or easiest way of checking out or finding what is actually present in your subconscious mind about any situation or incident or anything in your life which you think might be different from what you actually think about yourself or what you consciously think about yourself. It is really very easy. It has worked for me, and that's the reason why I'm trying to share it with you. Let me say you are hurt, or you are trying to attract riches and wealth into your life, or you're trying to find out that best life partner, or you are wanting to get that job or your dream career, but you're taking all the effort consciously. You think you're up to the mark, but there's something that is hindering the process and the growth, and you don't get the fruitful outcome. Then you could actually check what is your subconscious mind's ideology about that subject. And it's very easy. Let's say if it's going to be about that dream career, what you could do is you could take up a pen or a pencil, then a sheet of white paper, and start writing if you like to write. Or you could take up your phone or a recording device and record a speech that you're going to be presenting about that topic. Let's say if it's going to be about your dream career, speak about your dream career. And the main thing here is it should not be prepared in advance. Whatever you speak has to be spontaneous. It's going to be like you're going to deliver it to somebody who's listening to you. It's going to be like you're going to advise them. You don't have to prepare it at all. It's going to be spontaneous. When you do like that, after you've done it, once you read it or once you listen to the recording, you'd be able to find out amazing results that you did not even think about, or what was actually affecting you, or what has deeply affected you in the past, or any preconceived ideas that you have about that subject. It will be evidently shown in your recording or your written script. All that you need to do is to patiently read that or listen to your own recording. This is one of the easiest and effective ways to find out what is actually present in our subconscious mind. Once we find out what it actually is, we'll be able to clear it easily. In order to grow, we need to know where we are at the present moment. We should know what is hindering us. Only then we'll be able to eat it effectively and grow tremendously. Technique will help you to understand what's present in your mind subconsciously, and understanding that itself is the first step in getting what you want or reaching your goal or succeeding wonderfully in your life.